And we're in. Alright guys, welcome to game 3 of our best of 3 series. This map decides it. Who's going to go on to the finals between Scaphism or Franscar. Anyways, spot in the top right side. He's pink, he's Terran, he is Scaphism.
And in the bottom left, after taking game 1 and losing game 2 in a fight for their life, it is the green Zerg player, Franscar.
Alright, looks like both players so far not opting for any crazy cheeses. This is the map, Starbow, Texas. It's a 2-player map. Now, it gets a little bit difficult for Zerg to kind of pick a base to defend and take as a third. I mean, you have these options. Take this one right here. It's really close by, but I mean, that's a really big ramp that isn't really easily held by lurkers. You could take this part, but this side of the map is, yeah, it is a smaller opening, but it's not a high ground. So now you're kind of left with taking this top right side over here, or this very top left side, which is really far away. And yeah, you can defend it with lurkers, but then where do you get a fourth base after that? It gets pretty dicey and kind of difficult to do. But we're gonna see if Franscar can do it. I can't remember who picked this map. Or is
Me
it?
neither.
Yeah,
No
actually.
idea.
Oh, actually, I think it's just a series. So I don't think it's any picks.
Oh, it's just an automatic series of maps.
I think, yeah. Wait, actually. Oh no, sorry, no, it's Vito's. I don't know. I can't remember who picked this map.
Fair enough.
It might have been Franscar. Alright, well, Franscar is going to offer the hatch first. He's going to follow up with the spine pull. So, this is all standard. Question is, what is Scaphism going for? He's going to go for a 1-rack FE. Gasless this time, instead of opting to skip the gas, as he's chosen to do in the last 2 games.
SCV drilling away at that hatchery, trying to kill it. Not going to be able to do so. Unfortunately, little guy, you did your best, but it's just not enough. Spawning pool, extractor, drones, hatchery coming out. Fairly standard, and there goes, yeah, the second command center, like you said, for our friend Scaphism. So both players just kind of settling back for more of a macro play. Nothing too crazy going to happen here in the early game.
Yep, exactly. So Franscar, not sure if he's going to go for a third hatch, but one thing our Terran opponent wants to do is he wants to scout around, make sure that he sees the third hatch if it goes up, but I think he's leaving now. At this point, there should have been a third hatch that came up, but it hasn't. Yeah, the SV is going to go back home. Scaphism's going to go, he's going to predict some kind of 2-hatch timing. Now, it could be 2-hatch lurkers, it could be 2-hatch spire. Most likely 2-hatch spire. If it's a 2-hatch spire, he wants to get the turrets a little bit earlier, and he also wants to make sure he gets them. Maybe 3 in each mineral line, and that should keep him safe.
Yeah, seems reasonable to me. There goes the engineering bay for those turrets, also to help keep him safe against the potential mutas that are on their way.
I like this build, 1-rack FE, into gas, into an eBay. It gets you really fast +1 timing for your weapon upgrades. Yeah, it's really good against mutas. Question is, will Franscar go for the mutas? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Scaphism, continuing to macro up. He's probably going to drop down another barracks pretty soon. Either that, or he's going to get a tech lab and start researching stim and +1 at the same time.
And Scaphism gets an SCV to get a full scout off on everything that Franscar is doing, and it's still alive somehow. Finally getting chased down and killed by a Ling. Stopped up there behind the Queen, but excellent, excellent scout. A bit of a lucky scout, I'd have to say, from Scaphism to get that much information when there were Queens and Lings out trying to stop that from happening. Yep.
He's going to confirm that there is no third hatch. So yeah, he's gonna stick to he's gonna predict 2-hatch timings for sure. He is throwing down his second racks now. Gain the +1. Gonna follow that up with stim very soon. He might throw up a bunker in the front. I think it's a little too early for that right now. Franscar following with the spine collar at the front of his natural. Only now getting Zergling speed.
Yeah, so definitely settling in for a bit of a longer match here. Both players, again, playing a little bit cautious in this winner-go-home match. They don't want to lose anything super crazy. They don't want to risk anything by doing a build they're not familiar with. So just seeing the standards play from both of these guys, as stim +1 for the Marines. Really nothing out of the ordinary at all for Scaphism to this point.
Yep, exactly. Now, interestingly enough, Franscar is going for a really fast third in the top left side. Yeah, his tech choice will be Spire at this point. Yeah, this is a timing that Scaphism could attack, but yeah, Franscar does realize that, and he does have some Zerglings here, going to provide some map control. They do have now a speed upgrade, One thing Scaphism could do is he could push out with these Marines and medics once the once the sim is complete, and follow this up with a few fire bats just to defend against any kind of run-bys. That could potentially take down the top left base that Franscar is now taking. But,
yeah, for sure. I mean, the link contain is soft. It's not hard. It's not going to be able to really contain everything that Scaphism tries to do, but it is going to provide a little bit of time for Franscar to get that spire up, to get the units out that he wants to have.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Scaphism, he scanned both bases, and he didn't see the spire coming up. So I wonder if his turret timing might be a little bit off. He's gearing up for a push now. He has moved across the map. Franscar knows this. He might be going for a counterattack or run by. Scaphism doesn't know that there's a top left base.
Good reaction time by Franscar, pulling back those Lings as he sees the attack is coming. The Lings can't decide what they want to do. Are they going to defend? Are they going to attack? They decide instead to pull back to the base to help defend. There are 10, 11 mutas on the way, though, for Franscar. That is so many mutas right now.
Yep. And I like this. Franscar is only throwing down 2 spine callers. Typically, if it was an earlier push, you want to have more spine callers than medics. But, you know, at this point in the game, it's okay. He's got the mutas out now. He's going to be safe. If Scaphism does attack, he's trying to pick out some Marines. Gonna buy some time. At the same time,
to get one there.
Yeah, his top left base is going up. That's crucial. Oh, that was not a really good attack. As long as the Terran player is clumped up in a really tight ball, you don't want to attack. It's just not going to be a cost-efficient trade. Just like that. Franscar takes more damage than he deals. Now the Marines do back up, though. This is the chance for Mutas to actually deal some damage. Now he's going to attack and engage.
Oh, Mutas and Lings in here combining to take down every single Marine. There are only 3 left. One actually getting sniped down as well by these Lings. Another one dies. A single Marine. All these medics are now defenseless.
Very
Huge
nice
play by those Lings, taking down those last Marines, allowing the Mutas to come in and finish the job. And that was huge. Amazing hold. Amazing play there by Franscar.
Yep, definitely. And as a Terran player, I would be feeling in a pretty bad position if I was Scaphism. Losing that initial attack is really, really unfortunate. He would want that to be with his typical 3-tank, 1 science vessel push. Now we do have some attack going in here. Mutas trying to deal as much damage as they possibly could. They can stay as long as the Lings are on the map. Once the Lings are dead, they have to move somewhere else to another location, targeting down some vulnerable buildings. Again, that ledge here, kind of giving a shit. That's not good. Oh, okay, good. I thought it wasn't me. All right, great. We are now back. It looks like Falcon Paladin is a little bit pooped out right now. Once again, Marines clumped up in a nice ball. These mutas not trading effectively. But once again, these mutas here are only out here just to buy some time for this top left base to come up. Now, we do have lurkers on the way now. These mutas have done their job. Now, of course, he doesn't want to lose them or give them away to charity, to the Terran Foundation of free stuff. Mutas do back up, trying to find a little sweet spot here, but there's a turret here. Very well played. Wow, I really like this defense so far. Scaphism with only 2.5 turrets in his natural, only 1 turret in his main, 2 turrets to defend his production. Something that I definitely might copy in the future. That's very minimal investment in defense. Now, he probably should cancel this turret here. He does see it. He definitely does see it. He cancels it now.
And hey, Falcon's back. Sorry
Falcon is now back. Welcome back. Now, the Marines and medics are geared up in the middle of the map. They could be attacking either the natural base or the top left. The top left is not vulnerable. We do have 3 lurkers in the top of that ramp. Going to be nice, safe, and solid. Now, we don't actually have a science vessel on the way. In fact, there isn't even a fusion core. Could go for a drop, though, instead for the main base. We do have 4 lurkers in the front of the natural base. Going to be really safe for Franscar on all sides. In fact, as a Terran player, I would be feeling pretty vulnerable as a Terran player with this many units out on the map. Yeah, some flanks could potentially end this this attack for Scaphism, but Scaphism smartly gonna play move around, gonna maybe set down this lurker. Lurker, the luckiest lurker alive, does back out alive. And yeah, we do have a drop moving to the top left side.
So they're going to try to drop past those lurkers. An excellent play. Good decision for sure. I can't help feeling like that. The initial engagement went so well for Franscar that it's just going to...
This is exactly what I was talking about. As a Terran player, you don't want to be on the map like that if you don't have the sufficient forces. He loses quite a few Marines and medics. He's going to back out here. He's got Franscar. Not only does he kill some units, he's got map control of the whole entire map now because he's taking out those units. A top left side drop, though, will be enough. 2 lurkers going to burrow in time. Gonna take down those. Oh, one lurker gets sniped down. The second lurker might get taken down. There's only 2 Marines remaining. And that's it. It gets cleaned up.
Does get it, but the drop does get cleaned up eventually, and the drop pulls up and gets the heck out of there. No big deal. More, yeah, lurkers trying to defend that third base, but no real need to. The drop is gone. The danger has passed. And it looks like Scaphism might be thinking about taking a third base here, or just going to actually stick on this 2 base for a while.
Yeah, I mean, as a Terran player, it's okay to stay on two bases for quite a long time, until your opponent gets 4 bases. Yeah, I mean, if you can stay on 2 base and just apply some good pressure, get some cost-efficient engagements with some irradiates and some fire bats and Marines, he'll be okay on 2 bases. He still has the dropships though. He could potentially drop into the main base, which he's doing right now. He could snipe down some potential tech structures such as the spawning pool. And Scaphism about to stim. Same time, he's got to multitask.
Yeah, he's trying to deal with 2 fronts at once here. Lurker's burrowing, taking out a couple of the Marines, but the attack in the main is going pretty darn well. All the drones have been pulled, pretty much been abandoned at this point by Franscar. The Scaphism Franscar attack at the front is going fairly well for both players as well. The lurkers have the position to hold. Another attack in the third base as well. That drop has come back and trying to do some damage at the same time. The drops are everywhere.
Absolutely, and that drop in the main base now finally gets cleaned up. Top left side though, still there, but the lurkers aren't in a great position. Nah, those Marines aren't going to do any more damage, in my opinion, or as a guess. And yeah, those Marines get taken down.
Yep, final medic gets cleaned up there, and what are we at? 85 to 75 supply, fairly even, 35 to 40 Harbisers. At the same time, the stim forward comes up, pretty good splits on the Marines, going to try to take down these lurkers as best they can. Another scan, yes, forces Franscar to escape. Franscar decides that was way too good micro, I'm going to head on back home now, but reinforcements coming up as well to the group in the form of a few lings.
Yep. And now the hive is complete. This fire down is being put down for Franscar. Franscar, though, is ahead in supply count, so I would definitely say this is definitely in the Zerg's favor. Also, the tech, though, is slightly ahead in Scaphism's favor. He does have 2 tech labs, 2 starports with tech labs. He's got the double science vessel production. He does have irradiate on the way. Yeah, and the fighters aren't out yet, so this is definitely favoring Scaphism. If you could just get 1 Sea Shank, I really wish you could just have 1 Sea Shank out there, just to really give him a means of really pressuring the lurkers by outranging them. And here we go. The Marines, medics, and science vessels trying to maintain some map control on the map. Lurkers here trying to do exactly the same. They are, at a further position, so they're going to cover more of the middle part of the map. Scaphism now is gearing up for a push.
Yeah, moving right up with the science vessels in the lead, very intelligently looking for any lurkers that might be burrowed. This lurker-ling combo kind of dancing around, not quite sure what they want to do. Are we going to see another crazy surround is the question. Moving right on in, the Scourge trying to get the science vessels. They do pick up 1 and 2.
Nice.
2 of them die. Huge pickup there. The lings coming into the separated Marines.
Oh, big lurker shots.
Lurkers burrowing.
Huge
the
lurker
entire
shots.
ground force gets decimated. Hardly anything left at all for Scaphism. Amazing play. Huge play with the Scourge, huge play with the Lings and the Lurkers, and the push continues. Yep.
And this is just snowballing in Franscar's favor. Scaphism just keeps losing these small little tiny strike forces over and over again, to the point that his main army is just weaker. It's small. It's nothing. In fact, there's probably even more Lurkers than our Marines.
Yeah, that's not a position you want to be in at all as a Terran player, to be sure. Just moving right up into the natural, not straight up anything at this point. The Lurkers mowing everything down. In a perfect position to lay siege. There's a small drop here in the main as well, but the Lings and the Scourge are here to deal with it. One of the Lurkers does get irradiated, so it will die, but man, there's just nothing left at all for Scaphism. Down to 71 supply, 86 in favor of Franscar. All those workers are going to die. The Marines in the main still doing damage, but it's just not killing stuff fast enough, I don't think.
Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, at this point, Scaphism is even using SCDC tank, but that's just way too many Marines. He doesn't have any siege tanks out. That's pretty much it. He's going to have to call GG.
Yeah, I mean, he still has the Marines in the main base, but no, these Lings come in and manage to clean it up. Still a Marine left, shooting away back there. The Lurkers just content to sit at the bottom of the ramp. They don't need to attack anywhere. Our 4th base coming up as well for Franscar. So yeah, I really feel like Scaphism's just kind of trying to delay this out as best he possibly can. Maybe hope for a miracle, but I just don't see one coming at this point.
Yep. And yeah, I mean, now Franscar is now getting his third base. He's going to have access to a fourth gas. The Natural has been taken down for a turn player. He's really just... he's really just waiting. Franscar. Nice Dark Swarm. Going to force these Marines back even further. Going to get even more ground for these Lurkers. And these Marines, there's nothing they can do.
Nope, pretty good stutter step micro, keeping the units away, but they finally stop attacking. Ling's going to town inside that middle line, calls the GG, and Franscar's victorious, takes the series 2-1, and will move on to the finals.
Yep, he now is over into the finals, and I think we're gonna go into our next semifinal.